If you could add or change one thing about a character in Genshin Impact, what would it be? I've got more than a handful of answers to this question, with quite the few characters in mind, and I'm interested in hearing everyone's answers in the comments. We start with the bestest of the best, Klee. There's something shown early on in the game, and in fact this remains the only place it has ever been shown to date, that would fit nicely in her kit. In Outrider style, the final act of Amber's first story quest, there's this bomb dropping segment. As the Traveler, you glide over enemies and drop bombs from the skies. This would be amazing for Klee. Even just being able to drop Jumpty Dumpty while airborne would be wonderful, similar to how Xiao and Kazuha can both use their skills in the air. Sending Klee off on an airstrike and dropping a payload would be pretty entertaining. What about Arataki Itto? He just released, and boy is it fun to throw that little bull Ushi around. Launching him off giant cliffs, or from atop out-of-bounds Tori, it just never gets old. What I would add for Itto isn't a new attack. Rather, I just want to be able to aim Ushi up. Let us launch him into the sky, giving Itto something of an anti-air attack to deal with flying enemies. Or, just so that we can send good old Ushi blasting off like a rocket. Let's take a look at Yanfei, or rather, Catalyst as a whole and the subtype that she falls under. There are 3 types of Catalysts. Those like Barbara, Sucrose, Lisa, and Mona, whose attacks activate at the enemy's location. Klee, who is currently the only throwables type. These attacks can be tossed off cliffs and don't detonate until they hit something. And then there's the Projectiles type, whose attacks start at the character and fly outwards towards the targeted enemies. At the time of this video, this includes Yanfei, Kokomi, and Ningguang. It's no secret that normal attacks with archers are a pain, often missing the targets. Projectile catalysts also suffer from this, albeit to a lesser degree. Still, wouldn't it be wonderful if these catalyst types were able to enter aiming mode similar to archers? For balancing purposes, the targeting of weak spots does not have to apply. Just being able to freely aim attacks would go a long way to combating the oft-failing targeting system. Of all the additions listed in this video, this would be my most desired. That said, this next one with Sayu is a close second. When it was first revealed that Sayu could literally go, I was ecstatic. Building ramps and launching her across canyons like a daredevil with a death wish, it was going to be an absolute blast. Except, this happened instead. I get that it's a convenience for using her skill in areas without much space to move in, but come on, this is so lame. While, yes, we can circumvent this by having her roll on a geoconstruct that then breaks apart, it's not quite the same effect. She immediately goes downward versus a proper jump that ramp physics would be giving. To close out this list, we have Bennett. This guy is easily the best support in the game. And as they say, great power is not without great cost, or something like that. Which is why our pal Bennett has the worst luck ever. However, it's not luck we ever get to experience outside of using the wish system or his story cutscenes. And because of that, I would add this bad luck to his playable character. Consider it a balance patch of sorts. When Bennett is in the party, all characters are prone to tripping. This manifests as an unrecoverable knockback at random intervals, or losing grip while climbing. Were you near an edge when tripping? Well, that'd be one unlucky tumble. Additionally, storms spawn at quadruple the normal rate. The lightning they produce targets the player character with 100% accuracy, similar to the Raiden Shogun's thunderstorm that surrounds Inazuma. You would also not be able to get rid of this storm by using the time adjustment function. Furthermore, when using his elemental burst, Bennett has a 10% chance of striking a buried explosive barrel. This will not prevent his burst from being set, but it will cause him, and everything in the vicinity, knockback and immense damage. He'll live it, if he's lucky. There are still a lot of characters to cover, but if we were to try and do them all in one video, we'd be here for a while. If you've any suggestions of your own, would love to read them in the comments, as there is no shortage of characters in this game that, if they had just that one little extra thing, that'd really make them the cat's meow. In at least one case, that idiom is quite literal. This is Moosashi, signing off. Till next time.